discuss with you about the KSET 2023 exam that has been conducted on January 13. It's physical science core subject. So in the previous video I have discussed about general paper. So in this video I am going to discuss with you the core subject, that is physical science, about physics. So this is the question paper. I got it from one of my student. So I would like to say thank you for giving me this question paper. So let us discuss here the question paper. So I am trying. I try to solve a few questions. So let us discuss here. And one more thing, before going to start, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe my channel for upcoming videos. Okay. So the first question I would like to solve here, the 40. It is related to classical mechanics. So many of the questions, when I saw the question paper, the questions are from classical mechanics. So first question here is, suppose q comma p and small q comma p and capital Q comma p are two pairs of canonical variables. The transformation capital Q is equal to q to the power alpha cos beta p equal to q to the power alpha sin beta p is canonical for. So here they have given four options. So here the option D is correct. So how it is correct, just I want to discuss with you the answer here. So here first you should write the given condition Q and P. We should take the expectation value of Q comma P. Okay, that is equal to what? 1. Then if we Q comma P, if we write in terms of bracket, square bracket, then this we can expand like this: dou Q by dou small q. So derivative of this Q and P with respect to small q and P. So they have given this capital Q and P. Substitute these value in this differential equation. Then after evaluating, taking the differentiation with respect to Q and small p, so you will have this equation. So cos square plus sin square is equal to 1. So finally you will have the alpha beta into q to the power 2 alpha plus 1 is equal to 1. So this equation is equal to 1 when we take the given options here, four options. The condition that is alpha equal to 1 by 2 and beta equal to 2, if we substitute, we are going to get the value equal to 1. Okay, so that's why here the option D is correct. Okay, so the next question, the Lagrangian of a simple pendulum is given by L equal to half ml square theta dot square minus mgl 1 minus cos theta. The Poisson bracket between theta and theta dot is. So it is also a the Poisson bracket. We should take the theta and theta dot. So here if we substitute here the value of theta and theta dot from the given formula, the Lagrangian equation they have given here. So here the theta is as it is, we can write theta dot is what here? P theta divided by ml square for a given Lagrangian. Okay, if we substitute theta dot value here, then we can have the Poisson bracket theta comma p theta by ml square. So this 1 divided by ml square is what? Constant. You can take outside the bracket and write the expansion of this bracket q, like in the previous solution, as we have taken q comma p. So if we differentiate with respect to theta and p theta and taking this 1 divided by ml square common, so after that the second term, this is going to be 0, so this is equal to 1. Then 1 divided by ml square minus 0 we will get. So the finally the Poisson bracket theta comma theta dot is equal to what? 1 divided by ml square. So here the option B is correct. Okay, next we can move on to the question here. And here some of the questions I would also like to discuss. So the phase trajectory of a one-dimensional harmonic oscillator has the shape of parabola, straight line, a circle, ellipse. So the option here D is correct, ellipse. The phase trajectory of a simple harmonic oscillator, it has always the ellipse. Okay. So the next, in grand canonical ensemble, the fluctuation is greater if volume is greater, temperature is greater, volume is smaller. Actually, in grand canonical ensemble, V, T and mu are going to be constant. That's why the option C, pressure is larger. So the purpose of offset nulling is here reduce the gain, equalize the input signal both B and C. So it is related to the output. We must output voltage must be 0. So the option C among these options is correct. How many comparators are required to build a 5-bit simultaneous analog to digital converter? So the 5-bit ADC require 31 comparators. Option C is correct. Diffusion is mainly due to temperature gradient, pressure gradient, velocity gradient or concentration gradient. So diffusion is due to concentration gradient. In phase modulation, the frequency deviation is directly proportional to the modulating signal frequency. Option C here, which is correct. Which one of the following type of noise gain important at high frequency? Short noise, random noise, impulse noise, transit time noise. Option D is correct here. So here in power diffraction pattern recorded from a face-centered cubic sample using X-rays, the first peak appears at 30 degree, the second peak will appear at. So the solution for this question is given here. So here they have given in this question they have given the peak of the X-ray appears at 30 degree. What about second peak? So first we should write down the Bragg's law here. 2d sine theta is equal to lambda. First reflection by the plane is what? Miller indices, that is 1 1 plane 1 1 1. So for this according to Bragg's law, the interplanar spacing we get is a divided by root 3 because it is 113 divided by root 3. Just put this d value in this Bragg's law. So to get the here value of P2. So the second peak by plane is either it may be 0, 0, 1 or 1, 0, 0. Then interplanar spacing for this plane is equal to what? Only A, because other two terms are 0. Then for this the Bragg's law is going to be given by 2 lambda n equal to 2. So sine theta 2 is equal to what? 2d11 divided by d00 sine theta 1. So here just we should substitute lambda value from peak 1. Then 2 into d11 is what? A divided by root 3 by A into sine 30 degree. So first peak they have given observed it 30 degree. So sine 30 is what? Again 1 divided by 1 by 2. So here 1 by 2 get cancelled. So A by A get cancelled. Then here we get 1 divided by root 3. So theta 2 sine inverse of 1 divided by root 3 is what? 35 degree, around 35.3 degree. So option D is correct here. So the next question, the solid phase of an element follows van der Waals bonding with interatomic potential V of R is equal to minus P divided by R to the power 6 plus Q divided by R to the power 12, where P and Q are constant. The bond length can be expressed as. So here so van der Waals force that is given the equation for that. If we take the derivative with respect to R, so we are going to get 6p divided by R to the power 7 minus 12 divided by R to the power 13. For bond length in equilibrium, this derivative is going to be 0. Then this equation is equal to what? 0. Then we can get for bond length at R in equilibrium, that is R naught is equal to 2p divided by 2 capital Q divided by P to the power 1 divided by 6, or 2p divided by 2Q divided by P to the power minus 6. So option A is correct here. So again the next question, the temperature dependence of the electrical conductivity sigma of two intrinsic semiconductors A and B is shown in figure. E and EB are the band gap of A and B respectively. Which of the following is true? So for intrinsic semiconductor, so two types of semiconductors are there, extrinsic and intrinsic. So intrinsic semiconductors are semiconductors. So for that the carrier concentration we can write Ni is equal to K into exponential minus Eg, energy gap divided by 2 kBT. So K1 is here constant. Sigma is what? Conductivity for an intrinsic semiconductor, that is mu n plus mu h. It is a impure semiconductor, that's why Ni E into mu n, mobility of holes and electrons. So K exponential minus Eg divided by 2 kBT we can write. So K, this constant K we can take it as for this conductivity. In case of conductivity we can replace with K, that is going to be constant. So if we take log of sigma, then we can write log K minus E G divided by 2 kBT. So the slope of log of conductivity versus 1 divided by T, temperature, is minus Eg, energy gap divided by 2 kB, Boltzmann constant. Slope of curve A, if we plot the graph, the slope of curve A is greater than slope of curve B. Then EA divided by 2 kb is equal to EB divided by kb. Then which ratio is greater here? So this EA must be greater than EB. Then option A is correct here. The plot of specific heat versus temperature across the superconductor transition temperature is represented by. So here for superconductors at low temperature cannot be characterized by Debye type specific heat of form, that is psi T plus beta T cube for temperature above transition temperature. Then additional term is going to be added, alpha T square, to the normal state of heat capacity. Therefore expression will become including T square plus T cube, okay, with coefficients psi, beta and alpha respectively. That's why the variation of specific heat versus temperature at transition temperature will be like this. The curve is going to be like this. The asymmetry term in which occurs empirical mass formula is because of, so it is because of what the unequal number of protons and neutrons, we can say. So asymmetric energy is given by this term, this equation. So n minus z square divided by mass number. So n is not equal to z. Sum of, so that's why option C, unequal number of protons and neutrons inside the nucleus. By using the single particle shell model, the ground state spin of bismuth. So it is as usual the high z element. So usually the spin is going to be large. So if we write according to shell model in terms of 1s to 2s, 2s to 2p, that is the equation, then we are going to have the ground state spin is 9 divided by 2. The electric force between the earth and moon can be ignored because actually the force of attraction between these celestial large bodies is gravitational force. So then the electric force is going to be weak. That's why that is because these two, earth and moon, are going to be neutral. That's why option A, the bodies are electrically neutral. A vector A and B are irrotational, then so here if we take curl of A, irrotational means what? Curl of A is equal to 0 and curl of B is equal to 0 for a given vectors. If curl A is equal to 0, curl B is equal to 0, then if we take divergence V dot of this is going to be 0. If we subtract these two terms, then we will have according to the vector triple product. So del dot A cross B is equal to what? 0. That means A cross B is solenoidal. Option B is correct here. If one of the eigenvalues of the matrix is 0, what is the other eigenvalue? How we write the eigenvalues? Usually we should take 1 minus lambda, here minus 1, minus 1, 1 minus lambda. So if we equate the formulas, we will get lambda equal to plus 2. Try to solve it. So again, which one of the following is not analytic everywhere? So here e to the power z is purely analytic, sin z is also analytic function, log z is analytic except when z is equal to 0. But this option A, sin z is, we have to check this. If we take e to the power sin z, we can write it sin x plus iy. And after writing this, we have to split into u and v to check the analytic function. So dou u by dou x is equal to what? Cos, in terms of cos x e to the power sin x cos hy, dou v by dou y is what? Cos hy e to the power cos x sin hy. If we compare these two, they are not equal. They are not satisfying Cauchy-Riemann equation. That's why the option A is going to be correct. So I have solved some of the question. So in the next video, I'm going to solve few more questions. Okay. So I